they're in Africa. They're lending money to countries to build ports and different infrastructure.
To build what?
Port harbors.
And what's wrong with that?
And well, because
countries that need ports get ports.
But they're making people dependent on. I mean, I know it's the same thing that we've done, which is
no, it's
horrible
not.
Around the world.
They are far more humanistic than the United States ever was.
Really?
When a lot of American diplomats and American officials speak for Africa, a lot of people, you look at them like they are angels, right? And you always hear them saying Russian influence, China trying to influence the African, and they don't call it Africa. Try to get the language. They say mineral-rich continent. They call it the global south and all of that.
I'm been very concerned lately about China. They are now all over Africa, buying things and investing over there and getting those countries dependent on them and supporting, non-democratic people. And I'm just
like
wondering,
whom?
Well,
we are in a country that supports Saudi Arabia.
Yes, that's true. Right. So
suddenly we have a problem with, superpowers supporting non-democratic people.
Yes, yes, I do. They're in Africa. They're lending money to countries to build ports and different infrastructure.
To build what?
Port harbors.
And what's wrong with that?
And well, because
countries that need ports get ports.
But they're making people dependent on. I mean, I know it's the same thing that we've done, which is
no, it's
horrible
not.
Around the world.
They are far more humanistic than the United States ever was.
Really? Okay.
Absolutely.
Great. So.
Let me give you an example. Of course, they are peddling for influence.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they are non-interventionist. Absolutely non-interventionist in a way that Europeans, the West, has never managed to fathom. When it comes to the influence of China outside its borders, I have to say, firstly, it's quite remarkable that they don't seem to have any military ambitions. Secondly, Africa. I'll give you an example, a specific example. Ethiopia. 2004, because I happened to be there and I have some first-hand experience of it. They went into Ethiopia. I'll tell you why they went into Ethiopia, because they suspected there was oil. Because China is a major industrial power, but it lacks primary resources. Now, instead of going into Africa with troops, colonially, destroying the country, killing people like the West has done for the last 100 years, what they did was they went to Addis Ababa and they said to the government, we would like, we can see you have problems with your infrastructure, we would like to build some new airports, upgrade your railway system, create a telephone system, and rebuild your roads. And we'll do this all for free. No strings attached. We don't want anything from you. And they did. Why did they do it? Because this is soft power. Because because they knew that if oil is discovered, and it was discovered later, then, of course, the Ethiopian government will be much more open to Chinese oil companies coming there. They have never combined their investment with imperialistic. Can you imagine if that was a German company or an American company? That's why I'm saying I don't think you should worry.
Okay, I won't.
So if you really sit down to look at how they put things into perspective, you will realize that they are only talking for their own selfish interest. And when you hear about American interest, is the selfish interest they have, what they stand to gain in every situation. And the way they approach things is actually very, very disrespectful, and they are actually very rough. And it bothers me why a lot of local lackeys who are their prefectures just try to protect their interests at the detriment of their own people. It's so painful when they say they'll give you accommodation, they'll do this, you'll get citizenship of those places, and they can wake up any day and be like, now you gotta go back to which people? The people you betrayed. Look at what happened to the Afrikaners, right, in South Africa. You can see that, suddenly now they are now deporting them as refugees to the United States. And even if Cyril Ramaphosa is actually To me, I feel like Cyril Ramaphosa is actually scared, and I feel like he's begging. But you can see what happened. How many years have those people been in Africa, right? But suddenly now everybody got to go. It's just the way life is. You never can tell. You can travel from Africa, you can leave the country, but suddenly something crazy might happen to you. And the white supremacists like promoting black race frivolities just to divert the attention of the black community. Like if you look at black Americans, the gun violence that exists among black America is so crazy. It's black on black crime. Tupac said it numerous times. Like if you look at most crime in America, it's like majorly black America. This sect fighting against this neighborhood fighting against this neighborhood, and it is being glorified, it is being promoted on social media and a lot of things. That is what they like to promote. Like if you see a guy come out on internet on a live, this person and all of that, they give it more views, they let it have more traffic. And it's the way the people's mind have been conditioned to see things. But at the end of the day, you don't hear this thing on the white side of thing the of the on the white side of the street, right? Because they want to channel a different energy to this side, and they want to channel a different energy to this side. So we must get what the hypocritical ideology is about, and everybody must take necessary action to like deproteinize themselves from this type of briefing that they've gotten from their ancestors and all of that. And furthermore, a lot of times when I listen to the words of General Michael Langley talking about he's only working for the American interest, I really, really do think like it sounds very stupid in my ear, because what do you mean by American interest? Like what the hell is American interest? What was American interest when a lot of people died in Nigeria during NSAS? What was Americans' interest when a lot of negative things happened in Africa? They don't have interest. They only said AIDS. They send a lot of things, and through those things, they mine your minerals and all of that. Let us weigh the pros and the cons and judge if America is really the bad guy or they are the good guys.